We're narrating because we can't show this.
What in the actual world is going on? I don't know that I need this long of a montage.
I don't know if I need that much wet slapping.
I'm okay.
Hello. I was gonna say welcome to hell.
Why?
Because this episode's gonna be crazy.
Oh.
You just get mad at me. You don't let me do my thing.
I'm terrified of what your thing is. Okay?
It's been a week. I'm terrified of what your thing is. Hi.
Hi.
Welcome to Memory Ash.
I'm Ashley.
I'm Mitch.
And we are watching Temptation Island, episode 5. It's called Temptation Haven. I don't know what that means. Oh my god, they have tents.
What?
It says the Temptation Haven tents open, and they're a popular destination because no cameras are allowed.
Oh no.
One of the women makes a major announcement. Is that the pregnancy announcement?
Oh no. Get out of here.
Is there a Temptation Island baby?
Should it be Temptation Island? No.
No.
Okay.
You're going to try and name the episode that, aren't you?
No. I don't know about the elk milk.
Oh my gosh. One time, okay, let's tell people though. Because I don't like inside jokes that aren't shared.
Well, okay.
I don't like a non-shared joke.
Okay,
you know?
it was Joey's season of The Bachelor, and on my thumbnail, because I was still playing around with a couple of different variations, I put down 100% more elk milk because it was the episode where they chugged elk milk. So it was weird.
You put what'd you put in the background? It was like a bunch of elks or like a bunch of milk everywhere. It was like a lot.
I may have put a little bit of milk on there, but I don't even know if the milk was that prominent except for the 100% more elk milk. You were frustrated by it, and we both were afraid that we were tanking our engagement.
It was one of our least clicked on videos because what does 100% more elk milk mean?
It was accurate. It was literally a central part of the episode. It was gross. Chugging elk milk does not look fun.
Some people put a lot of effort into their thumbnails, and honestly, I appreciate those people, and good for them. We don't.
I'm not a visual artist.
Yeah. We're like elk milk people, you know?
Elk milk people, sure. Yeah. I appreciate all the really kind comments we've been getting. Just people are so nice. I try to respond to a few of them. And I want to address a couple of things from 2 episodes ago that a comment we got. It was the bitch boy comment.
Oh, yeah.
Where we laughed it off on our episode. You thought you almost cut it because you're having reservations about it.
I did. When I edited the episode, I was like, do I really? Because at the time I was really mad. So the context is that Taylor was talking to one of the guys in the house and called Tyler a bitch boy.
He had bitch boy tendencies is what she said.
Bitch boy tendencies,
yeah.
right. And I will admit, I was very mad at Tyler. So our reaction was basically like, yeah, fuck that guy.
Yeah. But then we got a comment, 100% legit, was like, that plays into toxic masculinity and stuff, which I saw that and I was like, 100%.
Yeah.
And
very much agree with you. Yes.
And that same comment also said that they felt like Brianne probably wouldn't be a good candidate for open relationships because they get the impression that it's open for him, not for his partner kind of vibe. And I could see that.
That's a fair point. And I didn't consider that either, which is honestly like probably both of those things are playing into like the
toxic masculinity thing because he can have
probably
2 women. But then you also, we were talking about last episode, would Leon, what's his name? The fuck is Elon? Not Elon. Lino. I knew it was some combination of those letters. Well, you're joking about Lino joining in a threesome. And we're probably not. But that's back to like your configuration of threesomes and stuff and how, same kind of thing actually. So I appreciate the call outs.
Yeah, I appreciate that too because as much as we are just making jokes and it is very silly watching Temptation Island. Like that stuff is gonna leak out sometimes.
And it's not all harmless because you're contributing to societal, dialogues about this stuff. And we're 2 people just sitting here watching a show, but then if 4,000 people click on our videos, then that gets disseminated. So I do appreciate that.
Even if I'm mad at somebody, I don't think in general I wanna stop myself before I go down the road of being okay with
toxic things.
That kind of conversation around them because that's still not fair, even if I don't like Tyler, which I didn't at that moment.
And we still have problems with a lot that's going on here, but Also, we kind of warmed to him just a little bit, I guess, even though he's technically cheating and about to leave his partner.
Grant is making him look good. Is what's happening.
That's what it is. The bar has been set low.
The bar is so low. It's like honestly on the ground at this point.
So we're about to be horrified by Ashley's reaction to watching Grant patently and brutally cheat on her. Right?
I heard how you said Ashley, and I thought me.
Yeah.
But you don't really ever call me by my name.
Yeah.
It's the movie with Timothy Chalamet and the
Back
cannibal.
before we...
Army is in that movie.
Is
he's not
Army
actually.
in that?
He's not actually a cannibal.
Yeah, I just want to be cannibal.
I mean, theoretically, you have to eat people to be a cannibal. Are you like a cannibal wannabe? Wannabe cannibal? Is that still a cannibal? Do you have to have eaten the people? Questions for another day.
Let's go.
You know these cameras have like
Oh no. Oh, come on.
It's like one thing like talking about knowing we're going into this, but then like feeling it again and watching her face. I hate it.
So disrespectful. Like I just can't. I can't imagine.
Honestly, I feel relief.
It sucks to expect her to respond to it too.
That's who he is. He had a beautiful fiance that is the mother of his child. He didn't deserve her.
Yeah.
Wait, wait, what?
He has a child.
With somebody else?
Yes.
So he just fucks around.
Well, no, I mean, he was with that person.
Yeah.
He has a child with someone else, and obviously he didn't treat her well.
I know, but she's over here being like, this is who he is.
Yeah.
It's how he's treated people in the past.
Yeah.
He's cheated on her already. He's doing it again. He can't keep it in his pants.
At the end of the day, am I really going to sit here and think that he only cheated on me once?
I feel bad for her.
Well, and I didn't realize they lived together.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
They're not just like casually
last
dating.
episode. Yeah, like they live together.
Is where you get to start creating what your next relationship is.
Yeah, because she's like stuck in this decaying. It's like having like a necrotic arm you got to chop off in order to start to heal.
It just sucks because like she spent, over a year of her life with this person that's treating her like this. It's just frustrating.
It's a real bastard.
My relationship is over. And I'm okay with that.
I appreciate they're showing her him saying these things because it almost is the communication that the relationship is over and he's probably going to be doing something more physical with this other person.
Yeah.
So now she knows.
Yeah, I agree. They're giving her transparency, so he can't lie about or bullshit it, whatever.
It's like hurtful and awful, but...
I am broken. Honestly, this is my worst nightmare.
There's a difference between I am broken and I feel broken.
Oh my God, Mark.
I just feel like I can't come back from that. He crossed the boundary.
Yeah.
Well, you can't in that relationship. Yeah, she will come back for herself. Right, eventually.
But the relationship is over.
Yeah.
What did I do for that to happen?
Ask him to put a toilet seat down for a year.
Apparently. Oh my gosh.
That's why you're here.
That's why he's leaving. That's why I say I'm not worthy. They leave.
And this is a pattern. Like,
brutal, dude.
It's not unusual for people to have relationships that, follow a similar pattern like that over and over again. So she may have been close to other people that have let her down,
I feel very dumb crying at Temptation Island right now.
No, this sucks, man. Oh, man. And now she's just down in the dumps.
Oh, Taylor.
Oh, don't say that, Taylor.
Oh, man. She's probably doing so much better now because we're like a year out from the show and she's fine.
Yeah.
Holy crap. Ugh.
She's really feeling down.
Yeah. I mean, that's awful. What she just watched is emotionally just wrecking.
Because he's breaking up with her to a camera, but not even talking to her through it. Like, that sucks.
Well, and he can't really.
Yeah, no, I get that. It's a show.
You need somebody to make you feel sexy, pick the sexy guy. If you need somebody that can listen to you and you need to talk it out, pick that guy.
It's so weird how Mark takes the meanest, most awful, stupidest show, this Temptation Island nonsense, and he makes me believe that, like, there's growth and, like, development possible here because he treats it with such sincerity.
He takes it so seriously.
Yeah. I honestly feel like on the women's side, they're going to be better off.
Yeah.
Like,
I actually think
knowing this.
almost or all of the women will be better off having broken up with their shit partner, just ripping the Band-Aid off. Because how many years for some of them would it have been? How many months? How many lies?
Totally.
How many like risks would some of them have taken?
Yeah.
You know?
And instead they get to see it because there's video footage of it.
Yeah.
So the guys don't get to gaslight him anymore. They don't get to lie.
Yeah.
Right.
I feel like I've known this all along. He manipulated me so much.
Grant is incredibly manipulative.
And he says
wild.
it straight out how he plans on manipulating people with the camera. I do not like that guy.
It's almost like, in a way, it feels like she feels like, I'm not crazy.
Yes.
I just watched this. And you can't get out of it, and you can't wiggle out of it. It is on camera.
And who knows what bullshit lines he had when he cheated the first time.
Totally.
So now it's like, well, here it is.
And now she sees what it was.
Yeah. And I agree with you. I fully expect for him to fuck over Natalie, too, at this point.
I think so,
because that guy is a dog.
Welcome to your next bonfire. Second time we're here. Just a reminder, this is where we get to check in with each other.
I imagine it would be so hard to be Mark watching, let's say, for example, what Grant did, to show him anything and talk to him other than like, yo, bro, what the fuck's wrong with you? Like, I couldn't do this. I would be mad at Grant.
He might be a little harsh with especially like Grant.
Tyler has bitch tendencies.
That is really disrespectful to say about your partner too. Like, take out the like misogyny part. To say that about your partner is like a little rough. Because it's like insulting. It's not just talking about like the things he's done in the relationship that are like hurtful.
You're saying his entire
like,
character.
It's an insult.
Yeah.
You know?
Honestly, that hurts and cuts deep, you know, about my bitch tendencies, whatever that might be.
That is kind of vague too.
Yeah, what does that even mean?
We spent some time off camera talking about what she may have meant by it and trying to interpret like but at the end of the day, like, we don't know. And he doesn't know. And he just gets like this phrase like.
And it's just like, I think you and I have talked about in our relationship, like when we fight, we don't name call.
Yeah.
And like when we're frustrated with each other, we don't name call.
It can get intense, but it's never name calling.
No, and I can't imagine going behind your back and name calling.
Yeah.
Like, I can't imagine doing that, and I don't think it's a very healthy thing to do to a partner. I still really like Taylor, but like, I don't think that was great.
And the other thing I was thinking about Tyler that I thought at the beginning of this season too is like, he's going into modeling. Like, modeling is ripe with like abuse and like SA and manipulation, and that happens to both male and female models.
Yeah.
Like, even like, it doesn't matter how famous or not famous you are. Like Brendan Fraser.
Yeah.
Like, I know he wasn't a model, but it's still like that kind of stuff happens to people. So he's navigating, frankly, a dangerous space.
Yeah.
And I know that not all of it is that toxic, but it happens
a
lot. So like, he's kind of in a weird place in his life, and to not have people in your corner would suck.
He'll make a joke or he'll try to kind of like roll out of it. And sometimes I don't even need you to say anything back. Just listen.
So he's too just like everything's a game, laughing about it kind of crap.
Yeah.
I hear that. I don't remember that clip seeing it the first time. Probably talked over it.
Probably. I think it was during your lice tirade.
With the bubbly personality, I feel like it's very surface level of me.
It's almost like a customer service thing. Like, oh, I'm so fun. Yeah.
I've asked questions here that I've never asked my girlfriend. Sometimes I catch myself like, wow, man, I want to know that about Shantae.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That he's feeling that way. I know that we got the warning that I'm not going to like Brianna after this episode, but I still do like him now. So
what he's saying resonates.
Yeah. And I do this too. Like, I make jokes when I'm uncomfortable or when I'm sad, especially if I am not with people I feel emotionally secure with.
Yeah.
Like at work or something.
Yeah.
You know, laugh so you don't cry kind of situation.
So used to that tough love where I just kind of just laughed about things or just...
Instead of crying.
Yeah, laugh so you don't cry.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
In a different way, but I was a really emotional kid. I mean, still as an adult, obviously we see. But that was like kind of how I had to approach things because it was treated as a defect for sure.
Yeah.
It was like, you can't be doing that. You can't be emotional. You can't cry.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you have to toughen up. And like that advice was given very harshly to me as a kid.
Because I'm getting tired. Like, I'm getting exhausted of explaining myself. I can't do that for the rest of my life.
He is getting the easiest clip as always because she said, if he can't, then I can't.
Shantae's was easy too.
Yeah, that's true.
For Brianne. And it's because they're all handling themselves well. So it's hard to find. I mean, that was the one clip of Taylor where she really didn't show up well. But otherwise, it's hard to find those clips with the women. Yeah.
Man, the duality of the men's and women's side on this season is wild.
It is wild.
And when you're like, I hope the women cheat, at this point, like, Taylor wouldn't even be cheating. Because what's his face is like, I'm done with the relationship.
Yeah. They're broken up.
Ashley wouldn't even really be cheating because fuck that, they're done.
Yeah, they're done.
Like, you know,
in
it's
her
not
mind,
even cheating
that was
anymore.
their boundary. She told him ahead of time, if you do this, we're done.
So they're done.
So they're done.
So that's like a verbal contract, right? So it's over.
I was like, why would the universe give me this like piece of shit man? Like, it was like, I
don't even fucking dare. He's a piece of shit. His indignation at being called a piece of shit when he's an objective piece of shit frustrates the hell out of me.
She's so fixated on my mistakes.
Dude, fuck you.
You just slept with someone else. Shut up. You just fucked someone else. You don't feel like a piece of shit right now?
I'm not a bad guy. Yes, you're being a bad guy.
I'm a good father. I'm a good man. I have good intentions.
You can be a good father. That's different. You're not good to her. You're not a good man for her, to her. Period. And your way of loving her is fucking someone else. Come on, man. Stop. It's embarrassing.
This is embarrassing. Him acting like he's at all even a fucking 0.1% victim in this shit is just pissing me off.
It's very annoying.
Would you like a little relief?
Need some relief. You need it, brother.
I feel like he's already gotten it, honestly. Didn't he just relieve himself? Didn't he, though? Didn't he just? The pity party that he's having right now for himself is, like, so frustrating to watch. No compassion for the bonfire that his girlfriend just experienced. No compassion.
You know, she obviously don't want this, and so it's giving me a lot of green lights in a lot of areas, so it's pretty
something
wild.
for Kay.
It's weird because I do think that they're cute together. So it's like hard for me because I see it, but then I want to see it completely separately, and I can't because I know that Taylor is like grieving that relationship.
Well, and then we've barely seen him and Taylor's relationship. We've seen him and Kay's relationship this whole season, so we know them better than we know him and Taylor.
It's true. And I just feel like Taylor and Tyler are such a horrible match together. I feel like they're dragging each other down by being together.
I hear that.
The first clip was him on a date, and then the next clip was him fucking her in the shower.
They're trying not to laugh, but it's so ridiculous. You know what I mean?
I think it's that
what
shock.
What the hell?
It's
yeah, it is
because I do that. Sometimes people see our reaction. Sometimes I'll laugh or smile, and I'll be like, "Wow, that's messed up."
Yes.
Because it's like, what did I just hear? And then you process it. And I feel because she's even doing it too. She had a smirk on her. She's pissed. She's fucked up over it, but she's also like relieved. She's like, "Fuck this shit."
Totally kidding. I'm totally kidding.
And she trusts these two guys that she barely knows more than her shitbag boyfriend she came here with. You know, and honestly, for the two of them, too, there's probably a bit of relief in being like, okay, well, she's actually available now. You know? Way more respect the way every woman has handled this so far this season.
Absolutely.
Every one of them.
Is it perfect? No. But it's like, very respectable.
Yeah, because she's not like even gonna entertain the men, really, until she's free.
Yeah.
And she's free now.
Yeah. Now she can do whatever she wants.
So it's not even cheating. You said you want the women to cheat on the men. They're not even going to have an opportunity to because their relationships are over.
Yep.
Contract void.
Because I started to like you, and you know we connected physically too.
Connected physically. Do they share vessels?
Oh my god, dude.
When I imagine my life, me, wife, kids, house. You know.
It's like the picture.
But I've always felt very comfortable in that polyamorous lifestyle.
Poly lifestyle.
But is it polygamy or is it polyamory? That's the problem. And we don't know that. But he also talks about how he's a lot more of a freak than she is, basically, right? So then, like, if she was more, like, sexual and she's like, yo, like...
Right, if she
I
wanted
want
to
to
be
explore
poly,
too.
right?
Would he entertain that at all? I don't have a hard answer yet. I get people. I get suspicions and stuff.
I'm not sure.
But
it's interesting him confronting like his vision of what his life looks like in the future and how conventional that is with like what he actually feels like he wants.
Yeah.
Right.
Selfishly speaking, wouldn't hate to make the other house turn red.
They get a red light when the no cameras tent is being used. The fuck tent. When the fuck tent is being used by the other villa.
Oh my god.
That villa gets a light.
And he wouldn't hate the idea of making them be like, oh.
Because at this point, you pretty much assume it's Grant and or Tyler using it.
Yeah. So I guess you got to use it first. This is warfare.
This is horrible.
Wow.
If he continues down this path of like teetering the line and then falls over it, then I don't believe I can keep that relationship going.
I like the way that she says, I don't believe too, because
Yeah.
I think sometimes people forgive things for things that they didn't think they were going to forgive people for.
Mm-hmm. That is introspective.
And yeah, so she's like, I don't think I would forgive it.
This is the island to be open. We're here to like, if you do something, do that shit.
So do it on camera then, Brianne.
Yeah, Brianne, right in front of the camera.
If you're going to do it.
In the grass.
Don't do it in the fuck yurt.
Fuck yurt. It's a fuck tent, okay?
In the grass.
Same time tomorrow.
Same time
Your
for the free
ass has
session.
to literally.
I gotta start getting paid for this shit.
And he's funny.
He should.
Yeah.
Honestly, I would love if he was my therapist.
Yeah.
He seems really great.
He seems better than some of the therapists we've
Yeah,
had. Yeah,
honestly.
Marry you right now?
Honestly, I'm gonna get down on one knee right now.
I do like, I do like they're laughing
cute together.
and shit. Like,
and he's very into her, and he's
Yeah,
not doing
yeah.
weird stuff or touching weird people inappropriately. You
This
know,
is
like
it.
Grant is.
and
That's
I
it
don't
for him.
expect anything different other than him and Kay for the rest of the season.
Yeah, I agree.
Which, what you're saying, it's awful, but it's also kind of cute.
It's gonna be rough when they leave the show together because
And,
that's
yeah.
gonna be suck for Taylor.
And I'm assuming that there's going to be some sort of closure at the end of the season and a blowout, basically, where they're going to reconnect.
They come together and then they decide if they want to stay together or leave alone or leave with another person.
Does anybody get slapped?
I don't know, man.
No cameras allowed.
No cameras.
Is there still audio inside the tent, though?
Okay, they're kissing.
They're kissing.
Oh, I've been kissing.
Thank God that's over. Like, there's so much pressure on it.
I also like that he waited until, like, he essentially broke up with his girlfriend.
And he felt a comfort in moving on and stuff.
Yeah.
And he doesn't know for sure that she got told that, but she did. So.
I mean, we're not surprised.
First night.
Wow, that seems wild to have it flashing through every
I
room in that
know.
house. Like, come on.
It's a psychological warfare.
So much, and I genuinely don't think she would do that to me.
She's watching the other men treat their girlfriends so horribly too.
Yeah.
So even though she's not seeing anything horrible from Brianne,
She doesn't trust it.
She doesn't trust him. Yeah.
For good
she's
reason.
like, when's it gonna be me?
Yeah, when's the shoe
basically.
gonna drop?
Yeah.
Ugh.
The men are behaving so badly that I even wonder if Lino is going to be driven to be a jackass because all of them, they're like normalizing
They've
it
gone
in the men's
feral.
villa. They have gone feral. You're
They
right.
have.
Oh my goodness.
He's a big talker.
He's a capper.
What does that mean?
Liar.
No, I
cap?
know what capper means.
Oh, what?
I'm saying,
Okay.
I know what cap means.
Okay.
Are they trying to get him to have a threesome with them? Is that the big talker? Like, I don't understand the big talk. What big talk?
Yeah.
There's cameras everywhere, Brianne. Stop looking around. We see you.
He's double checking though, isn't he?
He is double
He's looking
checking.
for cameras, dude. That's
Don't
shady.
be creepy.
He's looking
Brianne.
he's looking right at the camera multiple times, isn't he?
I like to watch before I indulge.
Brianne! Stop it. I had so much hope for him. Rhythmic wet slapping. Wet slapping continues.
We're narrating because we can't show this.
What in the actual world is going on? I don't know that I need this long of a montage. Like,
I don't know if I need that much wet slapping.
I'm okay. So, Brianne also cheated on Shantae.
And he didn't even wait for the tent.
No, didn't even need the tent. And everything that she was worried about sobbing in her bed happening was
that's
literally
awful.
happening.
These
Great.
men
Love
suck.
this.
I feel bad for Shantae because these other people, like, Grant's already ripped the Band-Aid off, as did Tyler. Tyler didn't even fuck anybody, though.
Yeah, it
They
seems
just
like
kissed.
he didn't get, which makes it even
He's
cuter.
actually has the most
I hate
real
that it's
relationship.
Cute. I hate that it's cute. Tyler, can you just learn to put the seat down, please, buddy? Just please, okay?
Might save your next relationship.
Please, because you and Kay are cute, okay?
Yeah.
I'm liking you more, and I don't want to like you.
I let go of Ashley and, stop fighting. This is something I deserve, and I'm happy I'm here.
You were never fighting.
I hate him saying this is something I deserve. You deserve to cheat on your partner. You deserve to, like, how do you deserve that?
I'm more open to it because I'm not worried about what Ashley's thinking of me anymore.
Because you already fucked her.
I know. I
Dude,
don't
like, what
understand
is
why
his
he's saying that.
problem?
How was you worrying about it changing anything?
Yeah, because the behavior's the same. Sex. Either way. Worried about it, not worried about it, same fucking behavior.
So what does it
so
matter
it means
then?
nothing. His word means nothing.
I really don't know how much I need to hear all of them having sex.
Yeah.
Like, I'm really
and
okay
the
without
lights
it.
everywhere are just insane.
I just had a threesome with Courtney and Alex. I mean, I guess that's falling into temptation.
Wow.
I guess.
I think I'm still respecting Shantae at the end of the day.
What?
How, though?
Honesty and being true to yourself.
What the fuck is he saying?
How is it being real to tell her you're not gonna do anything and then
you
fuck two people on camera,
Yeah,
on
dude.
audio?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, that the entire world is capable of seeing. I don't know
that's
that many
so
people
messed
watching
up.
this.
And then the justifications these men are using.
Yeah.
Like,
they'll justify anything.
Grant is playing tiny violins for himself.
Yeah.
Brian is like, no, this is actually good for her.
Yeah,
You know,
I'm honest.
What is this?
Yeah,
Like,
delusional.
Kind of like walking a tightrope right now, but you know, we're gonna keep walking.
You know, Brian is a capper. He's straight capping.
you saying that sounds so stiff.
I don't use the phrase. It's not mine.
Sigma.
Sigma.
Skibbity.
Skibbity.
Is that the capping generation or is capping Gen
No,
Z?
cap is Gen Z.
I think it might be Grant.
You think so?
Yeah.
You don't think it's Tyler?
Could also be that.
And they don't even know that there should have been 3 red lights, but he couldn't wait for the fucking tent, so he did it in the shower.
I push some boundaries, but I don't kiss and tell.
Tyler, you're literally kissing and telling right now. What are you talking about? Tyler just so desperately wants to be cool like the rest of them.
Right.
And then Brian's gonna drop that he had a fucking threesome. It's like, Tyler, you kissed someone in a yurt.
Stay showered. Yeah, my shower.
And you were watching?
Well, and to the camera, he said, I had a threesome. And to them, he's saying he kind of like danced around that a little bit. And he said, I watched. I don't think that's true.
I don't trust him.
Yeah, I don't trust him. He's on the shit list with the other 2, especially Grant.
Really think that it was him last night? There's no way.
I don't think it was.
Well, rank. Lino, Tyler, Brian, Grant, or Grant, Brian?
I don't know. Brian Grant. Grant is public enemy number 1 for me. Like,
Yeah.
there's no taking
Okay,
that spot.
You're right.
No
Because like
taking
the
that
emotional
spot.
manipulation, just like scum
Totally.
behavior, all that kind of crap.
Trying to make himself the victim, crying
Yeah.
at the bonfire. Like, no. No.
Angel, if you could join me out here.
Was it Alex and her that he banged, or is that somebody else? Is this a third person?
I think this is the third person.
Because I just had a threesome with, Courtney and Alex, and
Yeah, just had a threesome with 2 other people.
that's building an emotional connection.
Well, he has talked about how he separates sex and emotion.
Yeah.
So as much as I'm frustrated,
Yeah.
it does make sense in his paradigm.
I do like this. Like, I like that he didn't pick one of his threesome partners.
He's taking Angel
On a date?
on a date.
I'm actually not surprised by that.
And are they upset? Actually, Alex specifically said that she was like that too. She's like, I fuck my
Yes.
friends.
In court, we'll see you when you get home.
And so she's not overly threatened by it. And neither is Courtney. So they're not threatened. That feels okay then. It almost feels like there's a mutual understanding there in some degree. They're not as competitive or anything.
For this date selection today, I've been going back and forth.
Lino is like, what are you doing, Lino?
I had other avenues to explore. Originally, I really appreciated that you showed interest.
Have we barely seen her,
Yeah.
Amaya?
There's one girl in the house. She was wearing like a silver bodycon dress in one of the clips. I swear I've never seen her before. I have no idea who that is. Is she
Maybe she
sleeping
got
the whole
it out.
time? Like, what's
Sleeping.
going on?
Too many
didn't get voted
margaritas.
out. She's still there.
She's just passed out on the couch from all the margaritas.
Where
I don't
is she? Who is she?
Yeah.
Poor Lino.
I know. Gameless Lino.
I know. She's actually nice. I mean, he's the nicest
Yeah.
one. He's the only one at this point that I would want to hang out with or be friends
Yeah.
with or whatever. So.
All right.
Beautifully done.
This is a date that's definitely more so in her backyard. Come on. Whoa.
Damon is huge, and he looks way too big for that horse. They literally do have weight limits and stuff
Yeah.
for certain horses, and he just looks so big on that horse. The horse has back problems now.
You know, just all the things. It's just good vibes.
What are you trying to do to me? You're trying to butter me up.
I think she's allowing herself to be like, who would I actually like? Because now it's an open thing for her. Like, her relationship is over. For her, that's done.
Yeah.
So she's able to go into this and be like, who would I want to go on an actual date with? Not just platonically, potentially.
Yeah. You know, good for him too, because then he's not a therapist right here. They get to talk about each other more now, and she gets to because he he was there for everybody there, but including her.
Yeah.
And now she gets to be there for him too, being like, you're great, and I really like talking to you, and that's why you're here. You know.
He almost seemed uncomfortable with the compliment.
Really? Yeah, because he's used to giving maybe more than receiving. That's not that's not abnormal.
Yeah.
It just felt right. I think she felt it was right too because, you know, she kissed me right back afterwards. So I guess that's a good sign.
So weird. I have such mixed feelings watching them.
Mm-hmm.
He really is sweet with her. They really seem to have a great connection, strangely.
Yeah.
You know?
And honestly, the more I see them together, it seems like a better match than what he ever had with Taylor. Just
I think so too.
Just on like the base, like quick snap judgment, they just didn't seem like what I would expect. Maybe
it's also tough because this is like a very low stakes environment in a way. Like you don't have to pay your bills, you don't have to go to work. Like
there's none of that built up
is
shit.
Low.
Yeah.
And you're on a vacation in a beautiful place. And, like, something maybe you could never afford in your real life or you would never do in your real life.
Yeah.
And, like, it's easy probably to fall in love with someone.
And esta economia?
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly.
So on this date, I'm hoping to do some emotional bonding.
The way he handled that threesome, like, I am so mad at him now.
Yeah. Yeah. His attitude afterward was honestly pretty fucked up.
Messed up.
Yeah.
That was the worst part. It wasn't even that he had the threesome. It was that he said he didn't regret it and that she would want him to, like, do what he did, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
I actually have complicated feelings about the regret thing, too, because I think he should regret it for Shantae's sake. But then it's also rude to the women he had a threesome with to regret having a threesome with them. So, you know?
I think you can regret breaking your own boundaries.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't have to regret the experience he had with the people that he had it with, but to, like, regret the fact that you set boundaries and then didn't keep them, and then it's hurtful to someone in your life. Yeah. I don't think
someone who's arguably really important.
Right.
And also arguably not anymore.
So when was your last threesome?
Huh?
When was your last threesome?
I don't even know.
What?
Brianna.
It's
lying
been a
now?
minute. He's getting worse and worse.
He easily could have been like, I don't kiss and tell or something like that. Like, he didn't have to lie.
Yeah, he's getting more and more problematic.
She was asking some deep questions.
And you're lying to her, so that's cool. Off-putting? Because she might have a vibe from the fact that, like, she's in the house and sees shit going on.
I always avoid deep conversations.
You can see him avoiding it here. It makes him uncomfortable to have the deep conversations. It kind of makes sense. He's not... He has no safety with this person.
Yeah, he doesn't
so, like,
know well
her
enough.
asking him all this stuff is hard.
You want a godly woman, but you like threesomes. You love your woman, but you don't open up to her. How do you sound right now? Dumb.
Angel, oh my God. Yep.
Yeah, that is one of his biggest things right now. Is he has no idea how to align the differences in his life.
He's struggling with who he is and who he wants to be.
Yes. Being misaligned with that.
Yeah.
And then there's just a bunch of collateral damage through the process, which really sucks.
I'm Nat Naya, and I am your sensual embodiment coach for this evening.
Oh, okay.
So...
She looks so much happier.
Yeah, she does.
Already, she seems lighter and happier. She seems happier talking to the producers now.
Right?
She just seems happier.
She said she was relieved, and I believe it.
I believe
She's living
it too.
Ashley, I'm going to have you sit on Danny's lap, facing him.
Danny's rocking the hipster stash over here. I honestly wish, I do wish I could do more stuff with my hair. That is and that is one reason why I kind of play around with the facial hair sometimes, but I don't have the option, to do like a weird shave or a mullet or anything.
You could do more fun stuff. You just,
it
really
wouldn't
be typical.
It'd do like the monk where I shave the top and I have hair coming down the side.
Yeah, dude.
What are my choices? Grow it out, look like a crazy...
The bozo?
Wonderful. Keep going. Others?
We could dye your hair like Chris Clemens.
Yeah, I could put on a toupee.
You could. They're very expensive though, so we don't have
Just
the
wear
money
a whole
for that.
ass wig.
Okay, we don't have the money.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. You can't do like what he's doing.
Yeah.
Or like a man bun or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, you could.
The brattiest man bun. Dude, are you kidding?
I know. I love the ocean.
Thanks for coming out with me tonight.
Thanks for inviting me.
Yeah. Well, cheers.
There was a point where I didn't shave my hair for almost a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was long.
It was long. I don't know. Do we have any pictures of me from that
She
time?
was ready.
Yeah.
You were basically leaning into it. You're like, I like it like this.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. There's like a freedom to abandoning social expectations of how you're supposed to look.
Yeah, totally.
Which is exactly why I don't take care of my hair very often, because I don't want to be objectified.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. And so then, like, just beginning, like, letting it grow out and just being more natural just felt good, honestly.
I like
liberating.
Because having a box that you have to, like,
Yeah.
for a long time I straightened my hair because I was told it was unprofessional to have, like, curly hair. And I'm really glad I don't do that anymore.
And you basically don't do it except to, like, cut it or once in a while just for the hell
It's
of
like
it.
for me when I do it now. It's not for, like, work where I feel like I have to.
Forcing it never worked.
Grant's just going to burn his relationships to the ground so that Natalie can have an opportunity on other dating shows. That's all he's here for.
Do you know the difference between Grant and Natalie and Tyler and Kay, too?
What?
Tyler feels like he's getting to know Kay.
Yeah.
It feels like they're emotionally bonding. It feels like they're having deep conversation.
It's real.
Definitely more than physical.
Yeah.
And
it's actually barely physical.
Yeah.
It's almost entirely emotional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Grant
I respect that.
feels like he doesn't know Natalie at all.
Yeah. Because he doesn't care.
No.
He's like, she's hot.
Yep.
Let's have sex.
Mhm.
That's like Grant's whole frame of mind. I'm growing as a person.
I just really enjoy being around you, your presence, your humor.
Look at her smile.
I know, because he's saying nice things. Like, he's being nice to her, as he should.
Just me and you.
I'm over this. I don't want to watch it anymore. I'm sick of it.
Yeah, it's like fucking greased up hair. Look at that. It's like a Lego thing you just put on top. It's Lego hair. That's what it looks like.
It might not even be his real hair. Do you think?
No.
Conspiracy theory. That's not Grant's real hair. It's a Lego.
It's a Lego.
Goat yoga, sensual embodiment.
Goat yoga. That's when they put the little goats on you, right?
Yeah, apparently they shit everywhere and it makes a mess. I just watched a thing about that.
I'm not surprised.
They were like, goat yoga, not great.
Because
The
goats just poop
shit
whenever.
on everything. Yeah.
That's why it's hard to have like goats or certain other animals in your house.
I would still do it. I like goats enough that even with the poop, I'd do it.
You'd risk the poop.
Yeah, I would.
I do like goats.
I'm opening myself up to Natalie finally, and I'm allowing myself to, really get to know her and like her.
Again, all this I'm allowing myself, it's not different than before when you were
No.
holding back.
Right.
Same behavior.
It's really confusing. And also, you're getting to know her, but realistically, you guys are just kissing and fucking.
You're getting to know the inside of her mouth.
Right.
Getting to know her orifices. That's it.
Oh, God. Thank you
No,
for
we
that.
cut
That
we
was
cut
that was too much.
Sorry. I just basically have intrusive
Don't
thoughts.
go all, or you can't go to orifice, okay?
We all have several.
I know, but we just. Oh, Lino's journaling again.
To human is to orifice.
Okay,
You can't be a human without
Stop.
orifices.
Stop. What did I tell you?
What is the plural orifice?
No more orifice conversation, and it's orifices.
Okay, that's what I thought.
The fuck?
Someone on the girls' villa is in the yurt. Who's the yurt on the girls'
is this
villa?
is this our cliffhanger? Oh, it is.
I do not know what to think. Yeah.
Why would you even like you've already moved on? I guess they still have like weird feelings, but
It would be weird feelings.
Yeah.
It would be hard because they were together for 2.5 years. So,
Yeah,
and they
yeah.
just broke up under weird circumstances.
and they never actually broke up with each other face to face.
Right.
It's like a ghosting, or not even. It's even worse.
And
in
I
a
do
way.
believe that Tyler still has some level of compassion for Taylor.
Or feelings.
Right.
Yeah.
But at the same time, how mad can I be?
Yeah, you can't. Jackass.
Literally, the only thing I can agree with him on so far. How mad can you be, Grant? Not at all.
Not at all, buddy.
That's how they felt last night.
Oh, Brian!
Other people have feelings.
Reflecting on the impact of his actions.
Shocking.
Wow.
Yes. Show us who's in
Who
that
is it?
freaking yurt. Who's
Who is it?
in the tent?
Oh,
God
they're not
damn
going to
it.
show us.
God
All right.
damn it.
I am the revolution, the song goes. Okay. There we go.
It is kind of like the women's revolution, though. Like,
Yeah.
whoever is doing that is waging a woman's revolution.
Psychological
in
warfare.
The woman's villa.
Yeah.
And I support you, girl.
Respect.
Whoever you are, whoever you're with, I am pro it.
Pro it. Well, honestly, I doubt it's Alexa.
No.
She hasn't crossed any boundaries.
It's not Alexa.
Um,
That would be shocking.
that would be shocking.
And weird. I would be like,
Who do you think it is? Predictions?
I think it's Taylor.
You think Taylor and Yemen? Is it Yemen?
It's Taylor or it's Ashley.
Yeah. Who's the other option?
Could be Ashley.
Oh,
Ashley
Shantae.
and Danny. They just
Shantae
have that
hasn't-
sensual thing.
Yeah, they're
And
feeling connected.
They were
and stuff.
setting it up. Like actually, I take it back. I don't think it's Taylor. I think it's Ashley and Danny. Yeah. Because
I feel like that makes the most sense because they actually like they were physically touching in a sensuality like thing versus Yaman, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yaman and Taylor were just kind of connecting on like a cute little date. But it wasn't actually that it wasn't even that flirtatious or sexy. They weren't touching each other. It was a little bit, but it wasn't like, there weren't like those like little like invites and stuff or like
that's true.
movements. So it's probably almost certainly them. Probably almost certainly.
Beautiful.
I love saying shit like that.
Love that.
I actually don't, but I hear myself and I'm like, dude, just talk normal.
Okay, yeah, that's it. What do I have to say? Nothing.
Do we still feel like we're gonna take a break to do the?
Well, now I don't. Now I want to know who's in the yurt. Is the problem? So I don't know. Are we? Should we?
Either episode 6 or some Love Is Blind Sweet will be coming out next time.
One of the two. I don't know. Part of me feels like I need to just finish this, and then I'm like, the way I felt last time, I felt overwhelmed and awful, and I wanted to stop. So I don't know.
Well, and there is the Band-Aid ripping feeling, kind of with some of these relationships at this point. Like, I don't like Grant. He seems like shit the way he's showing up on here.
Yeah.
But their relationship's over. All right. Well, our dog got upset about a noise outside. Perfect timing for us to get out of here. Leave a like if you like the video. Subscribe if you want to see more. And we will see you next time.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
And then I got it knocked, and I started going,
Ridiculous.
All those tearjerker.
Hey, we're gonna go on a cruise this summer. You should come with us.